Hello and welcome to Sons of Screen. So we have, I wouldn't say plenty of wood for your beaver, but enough to satisfy you. I am Andrew Fay. That is the Colonel Whiteside. And yes, the theme is beavers tonight. Who would have thought? Came out of my fucking brain. We're gonna talk hundreds of beavers and zombeavers.
I mean, I know where you came up with the idea of the beavers. You haven't had a beaver in so long that you just had to get them in your life somehow.
That's all I think about. And there's not many movies that have vagina in it. I guess there's a movie called The Vagina Monologues based off of the Vagina Monologues book.
Okay.
And there's a lot of porn out there too that involve vaginas, obviously. But I was like, I figure we'll do actual movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, loosely termed actual movies.
Yeah, loosely is correct. So, do you have any backstory on what actually made you decide this, or did you just decide that you wanted me to watch these movies?
Well, as you know, last year my goal for the whole year was to watch 100 new releases.
Correct.
And that was fucking tough to do. Because
I was just randomly,
I made it, but I was just randomly selecting new releases, and a lot of them were fucking garbage. So I was watching different reviews and people that watch new releases for a living and easily make it to 100. and I saw some reviews on hundreds of beavers, and it kept getting praised and praised and praised. And I noticed it was streaming on Prime. I'm like, oh, I don't have to pay for it. I'll check it out. And I watched it, and it stuck into my head a year later. And so I was like, I really want to make Colonel watch this. And since we have this whole little thing that we like to do themes with our movie selections, I was like, I got to find something to compare it to. So while I was on Amazon Prime, I came across ZOMBEAVERS. So I was like, there we go. Beavers. We're doing a beaver episode.
So I will say I had at least heard of ZOMBEAVERS, and I had intended to watch that at some point, but it never jumped up my list anywhere close to even think about watching.
That answers my question. I was wondering if you saw ZOMBEAVERS before, because that is one of the random ones that people recommend, out of the weird fucking movies.
Right.
Because I would say, ZOMBEAVERS and all these Piranaconda and all these different combo straight up B horrible movies. 9 times out of 10, they're not even fun to watch bad movies.
Right.
But this one for me is a little bit of earlier look, a little tidbit for me. I actually enjoyed ZOMBEAVERS because that wasn't the first time I've watched this movie either. I've seen both these movies before. And I remember I enjoyed ZOMBEAVERS, but I couldn't remember why. So revisiting it was cool. But I was like, this is one of the rare ones that at least I enjoy. What I call a drinking with buddies movie category.
Yep. Yeah, so, ZOMBEAVERS is definitely one that, I mean, we'll get into it later, but it's definitely one that is a fun sit around drinking beer, and I mean, you get to see some boobies, you get to see some undead beavers, you get to see some crazy kills.
And some awesome transitions. I was impressed with the fucking transitions from human to a zombie beaver.
Right. And they kind of kept that as a secret until right at the end. But let's not get into that right now, because we're not talking about that movie yet.
No, right now, as we do every week, we have some beers to talk about.
It's that random time again. For Faye and Colonel, try a random beer.
Meow, 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 meow. DJ, drop the mic.
Well, so do you want me to go with mine first, or do you want to do yours first?
I'll do mine.
Okay.
Because, ZOMBEAVERS aren't the only scary animals out there in the world, There's other scary animals, including not Care Bears, but Scare Bears.
Oh, man.
It's got some stuffed bears molesting each other. I don't know what's on their fucking body. I don't know if there's walnuts or they're touching each other's. Why is he touching himself? I don't know. But they're what's
the flavor of that? What's the flavor of the beer?
It is a passion fruit sour.
So those are probably passion fruits on their bellies.
Oh, the more I look at it, I thought they were looking at walnut, but you got a little stem and stuff. Okay. And that guy's like, hey, my passion fruit is more passionate than yours, I guess. I don't fucking know. But it's a pretty can. It's got some purples and pinks, and And I'm curious to see how scary these bears are.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll find out. As an open mind, what do you got, sir?
Well, so I went to the liquor store today to try and find a beaver-related beer. And as I'm going through the selection, one of the workers comes over and asks me if I need help looking for anything. So I told him, I was like, we do a podcast and we have a random beer segment. So I'm just kind of looking for something like our movies tonight are Beavers. So I'm looking for a beaver-related beer. So he just kind of started laughing and was like, well, I don't think we have anything necessarily beaver. The closest thing we just got in today. And it is called Acres Wild, which it's not a beaver, but it's close. So it might be a woodchuck, which, like, woodchuck was another option that I thought about, but I mean,
you know what? That's another scary animal in my book because he's singing some fucking country tunes.
Right.
Yeah, and as we've seen in like movies like Deliver and stuff like that, when you hear that banjo, you better fucking run, or you're gonna have a purty mouth.
Oh, I forgot to look. I don't even know what kind of beer this is.
You just straight up said, "Oh, it's got
it is 5.6% alcohol by volume." A Kansas farmhouse ale.
Ooh. Squeal like a pig, boy, as the producer says.
All right, we're just gonna take a gander. So mine is not a sour beer. Well, it might be. It might be considered a sour beer.
I mean, can you taste some sourness to that?
A little bit. Like where you usually get the hops taste.
It's an ale, so that's not a sour. It's a fucking ale. But it sounds like they added some fruits or something to it.
Yeah, I can't figure out what all's in it, but I mean it's not bad. I don't dislike it.
For mine being a 10%er, I was expecting more of like a
stout.
Like a very stouty with some fruit on it. It tastes like a well-balanced sour beer. I'm not mad at this one. The Scare Bears are not scaring me. I like it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, this one is it's one of the better ones I've had in recent weeks. Well, sort of.
I've been on a good streak with my beers. The last couple of IPAs I had were a 5 and a 4.5, which told me that I'm a fucking hipster douchebag, apparently, because I'm enjoying the IPAs.
Right.
I'm just missing my fucking 10-speed bike.
Oh, you got to go with the 21 speed, bro.
Oh, that's extreme hipster, man. I'm not at that level yet. It's like a video game. I got to level up in the hipster world before I can do it. And watch black and white movies with no dialogue about beavers. That heightens my hipster status.
It absolutely does.
I can see where this is going.
So while we drink our beers, did you hear about
if I kick my ass at 10%, yes it will.
Did you hear a little bit of a random headline that we can talk about here real quick? I don't know if we want to make a random headline be a segment, probably not a recurring segment, we'll see. But there was a CEO that got caught in an affair with his HR manager at a Coldplay concert this week. And the internet has been blowing up about it, in so much that he has even released a statement apologizing and saying, why would Coldplay do that to us? And trying to blame Coldplay like a great CEO would do. Got to pass the blame.
Some people are trying to tell me his statement was fake. I don't know if that's true or not, but the way it was worded, I wouldn't be surprised because he's a billionaire fucking piece of shit, so he's going to blame everything else but himself.
Oh, absolutely. But I'm sure it was a PR. It was a statement. It was probably a real statement, but he probably didn't write it. It was written by a team of lawyers and put out there for PR.
Well, they made him. They need to be fired because they made him even a bigger douche than he already fucking was.
Yep.
The thing is, like, because like anybody that's watching, I can't pull it up because we didn't really plan too far ahead on this, but everybody has already fucking seen this by now. I mean, fuck. Colonel and producer have already seen this, and they live under 5 rocks, not just one.
It's true.
So since they even caught wind of it, that means that everybody has fucking seen it. And damn it, I was going somewhere with that, but it's just funny because you got a billionaire dude. Oh, that's what I was going to talk about. Because you have this billionaire dude, because they're doing the Kiss Cam. Plain and simple, at a Coldplay concert, they're doing the Kiss Cam. That has happened for years and years and years at all sorts of events, concerts, sporting events, whatever.
Yep.
Intermission time or whatever, you got the Kiss Cam. And they put it on this couple in this big ass stadium. They happen to find these 2 people. This dude told them, like in middle school, you know, when you used to wrap your arm around your girlfriend in middle school and show them how much you appreciate them. That's how he's holding this girl, and then he let go of her and ducks down underneath the railing, and she turns and covers her face, and that was the dead giveaway that they weren't supposed to be doing what they're doing.
Right. So like it's like you could do like any other normal person does on a Kiss Cam. Like I grew up dreading going to games with my family because my sister
Right.
and I a lot of times would sit next to each other, and I was like, if they put a fucking Kiss Cam on us, I'm gonna just be like, nope.
Well, the thing is, the way he was holding her, it was obviously wasn't his sister, I would hope.
Right.
But
it was a big
doing the freak out that they fucking did, you know, all he had to do was like maybe just give her a little kiss on the cheek or whatever, and people were like, okay, and then the next couple.
Right. And if he just played along with it and gave a peck on the cheek or something, then moved on, nothing would have come of it.
But their reaction is what triggered going, oh, something's up with this. And it turns out to be a billionaire CEO of some kind of company. Can't remember the company's name because I've never heard of it before. It was a weird fucking company name too.
It's like Atlantic or something like that.
It was weird. And then she ends up being the HR lady too, which you can't go to HR lady about this situation because the HR lady was fucking there. Aren't you supposed to get HR when 2 people are dating within the company and a company are not supposed to date people?
It was the astronomer CEO.
Astronomer CEO. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck is astronomer? I was like, is he an astronaut? That's why I couldn't remember what it was called because I was like, what the fuck is
probably some AI company, probably some startup.
Some startup, and he's already a fucking multi-billionaire.
I don't know. Like, I'm just making that up.
Damn, I'm going to start a company if I can instantly become a millionaire. That'd be fucking great.
When you're the CEO, you can pay yourself whatever you want in a startup.
I'm going to call it the Beaver. I don't know. I'm not good on the spot. But yeah, that's what's all over the internet. It's fucking ridiculous. Be smarter than that, people. They're literally the whole entire internet right now. It's fucking annoying. Yep. I can't even watch my sports updates or anything like that because it's just nothing but memes of like different heads pasted on the fucking pictures and stuff. Like I've seen some like Star Wars ones and wrestling ones and shit like that. I'm like, okay.
So the other thing we can talk about while we're finishing our beers is my wife and I have watched a few new movies this week, which since we had a week between because we were on vacation last weekend, so like we had an extra week.
Yeah, so it's been 2 weeks since we've done the show, and
we
watched some extra movies. So we can do a little recent watch segment here.
Yeah, so we recently, so Fandango, Voodoo, whatever you want to call it, had I think it was Paramount, had 50 movies available for like $25. And we only had like 5 of the movies. So I was like, well, that's less than $1 a movie. So we should probably go buy that. We did. And
well, that's your brain always works like that. You're like, hey, if the movie is like $1 a piece, I don't care what it is, I'm fucking getting it because that's a hell of a deal.
But they had a lot of good movies on it. Like, I mean, I'm not going to waste everybody's time by going through them, But like, there was a lot of good movies on that list, and
some that you haven't seen, but you recognize, I'm guessing.
Right. There was. I mean, I'd probably seen 15 or 20 of them, and some of them, like the Arnold Schwarzenegger documentary. I can't even think of the name of it right now, but it's like it's a black and white picture of him in his bodybuilding days. Like that movie was on there. But the first one we watched out of that whole group of movies was The Cube.
Mm-hmm.
That was a pretty fun movie.
That's a classic, popular one within the horror community.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect going into that one, but it intrigued us, and so we watched it, and it was pretty good. And then my wife got to see Source Code for the first time.
Yeah, Gyllenhaal represent.
Right. Yeah, we got to we got a little bit in, and she was like, "Is he dead?" And I was like, "I don't know."
Right. Yeah, I love both Jake and Maggie Gyllenhaal.
I do too. Yeah, one of these days I want to do the revisit the original and remake that you did with the Child's Play, but I want to do Roadhouse.
How's it going? They recently just announced that they're doing Roadhouse 2 with Jake Gyllenhaal. They're actually doing a sequel for it.
I really enjoyed the second one. I actually haven't seen the original.
I like it because now we're getting an original sequel off of a movie that was a remake of a beloved classic. So I'm curious to see what they do with the sequel here.
Right.
And I hope they bring back Conor McGregor because I liked him in that movie.
I'm sorry. There was some good stuff in that one.
When he goes to that fucking empty house and he goes, "Where the fuck is everybody?" That shit cracked me up.
So we watched another movie last night. Oh, that's right. It was The Substitute.
What was I can't believe you haven't seen that one, man.
That was a fun movie. What was it? 90s. You got was it Tom Berenger? Is that his name?
Mm-hmm.
So he was 96. So he was army guy that his wife or girlfriend, whatever, gets beat up, and he decides to go be a substitute to figure out what's going on. And turns out Mark Anthony is running drugs through that school.
I think it surprised me that you haven't seen that, just because I've always been a big fan of those teacher movies like that.
And that seems like the exact kind of movie that I would have watched with my parents when I was younger. Like that was right up our alley of the type of movie we would watch. Well,
there's some more extreme ones. I mean, I love Dangerous Minds with Michelle Pfeiffer. She was one of my first boners ever. But and I also loved 187 with Sam Jackson and Clifton Collins Jr. That was fucking amazing. Love that one. I love The Substitute. I love the one with Eric James almost. I can't remember what that one's fucking called, but
Battlestar Galactica.
The guy from Battlestar Galactica.
I know.
Yeah.
I knew you weren't talking about BSG, but I had to throw it out there.
The guy from Selena. Yeah, I don't know if you ever saw that movie about Selena Quintanilla Perez.
I saw
That's another movie. Love Selena. That was one of my favorite.
Stand and Deliver. Before the producer.
Stand and Deliver. Thank you. You closed-minded, uncultured. Love you. I'm going to pick on the producer tonight, by the way. Just a little heads up.
It's all right.
Fun fact. But yeah, I mean, that's like a subgenre that I fucking love. When I see a teacher who wants to teach some bad kids into becoming good, sometimes it works. Sometimes
did you mention The Faculty?
That's just like a high school movie. It's not a teacher movie. That's just a weird alien invasion high school movie. Different genre.
All right, fair enough. I mean, I'm okay with that, but like, I'm just trying to think of teacher movies.
Right. Or you even have Bad Teacher with fucking Cameron Diaz.
Yeah. What about Mr. Holland's Opus?
The Music Teacher. That's actually a really good fucking movie. I like that.
I really enjoy that movie. I think my wife hates it, if I remember correctly, but I really enjoy that movie, and it's I'm not gonna get to watch that one very often.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, married somebody that hates a lot of fucking good movies, so And that's
She
going to be
doesn't hate a lot of good
reviews. I mean, she hates Jar Jar. Obviously, that's you're
but
wrong.
that's a pretty common. That's a pretty common thing there.
Back in the day, but now everybody loves Jar Jar. You know, I want a Jar Jar movie, or at least or mini series or something.
Well, since the producer can't do it, I'll do it for her.
But
so,
okay.
Have you had any new watches this week?
Yeah, like
revisits.
I have a lot less responsibilities than these people, so I've watched a lot of movies because that's what I fucking do in my pastime. I just watch movies. Like if I have about an hour and 45 minutes till bedtime. I'll think of a movie that's around that runtime, and then I'll watch it. But first time watches though that I've watched on the last week or two. I watched the new Amazon movie Heads of State with John Cena and Idris Elba.
Oh, I want to see that. Was it good?
It was fun. It's worth a watch.
Okay.
It wasn't like fucking mind blowing or anything, but it was a fun action film. I finally got to watch Karate Kid Legends, the new Karate Kid movie that came out.
So we have that on Vudu. We haven't watched it.
Big disappointment. Big
disappointment. So that's where they're bringing in Ralph Macchio and Jackie Chan.
Turns out that's the same universe there with those movies. Because the Karate Kid remake and
whatever the chick's name that was one of the Karate Kids was she a part of it, or was it just Jackie
Hilary
Chan?
Swank? No, there was no Hilary Swank.
Okay.
That's what you're asking. That would have made it better. I mean, it was straight up an hour and a half film, and I like my hour and a half films. I like them nice and short and sweet. This is one to where it would have been really good if they would add more to the different, because there's multiple stories in this movie. Yeah. So when you have multiple stories in an hour and a half film, that means that there wasn't enough time. Like we didn't get enough time with any of these stories. If they would have extended it and made it better, it would have been a fucking fantastic movie. But it was so short, and it was just bam, 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 and it was over. I was like, fuck, that was disappointing. And that's fucking Joshua Jackson from Mighty Ducks or whatever. Fucking
okay.
Yeah, he's a random boxer that gets trained by a little kid to learn kung fu.
Was
kung fu, not karate.
Did they bring Jaden Smith in?
No, I was hoping for like a random cameo appearance from that fucker, but he's too busy wearing castles on his heads on red carpets and stuff. So it was weird. But yeah, that was a little disappointing because I literally watched the entire Cobra Kai series just to prep myself for this movie, just in case it was going to be connected.
I am very I need to finish Cobra Kai because I think what I watched was on Netflix before Netflix had picked it up, and it was not the last season before Netflix got it. I think there was another season released before Netflix got it. So it was when they were at the school, and at the end the guy falls over the edge of the.
Oh yeah, so yeah, you haven't there's still a lot more that you need.
Right, I want to say that I don't remember if that was season 2 or 3 that I've seen the entire I've seen up through. I think it was season 2.
Season 6, part 2, because that's how Netflix does their fucking series. Was the ending of the show. Season 6, part 2, and it was a satisfying ending. I like how they ended it.
So if we were to go binge watch it, it would be a complete series watch. It wouldn't be, hey, we got to a point and now we've got to wait a year and a half.
Yeah, no, there's a good conclusion to it. Like people are mixed on the conclusion. I was very happy with it. I thought it was
okay.
And then I watched Thunderbolts. That was really fucking good. That was really fucking good. That's the best Marvel movie since Endgame, in my opinion.
Okay,
that was a lot of fun.
That's one we haven't seen yet. Since they started doing since Endgame, they started going really deep into the multiverse, and they were trying to do a ton of stuff with TV shows.
Yeah, where you have to follow all the shows and stuff.
Right.
I'm like, I'm not going to do that.
I'm okay with that, but my wife does not like TV shows. So it's hard to keep up with Marvel now because everything, even to go watch a movie these days, you have to watch all the TV shows to know what's going on in the movie. And it's like, okay. Well.
Yeah. That's one of the few things I agree with your wife is that fuck the TV shows. We have no time for that fucking shit. Just give me the movies. But Thunderbolts, you don't really have although there's some references to the TV shows in this Marvel Thunderbolts, but you can watch it without having to know. They explain it. and it's a lot of fun. I would just suggest watching the last Black Widow movie, and then you'll be fine.
So the Black Widow movie, was there 2 Black Widow movies, or is it?
There's just one.
Okay, so you're saying Black.
Watch the Black Widow, yeah.
Right, because it gives some of her family story, and I noticed that a lot of the Thunderbolts were part of her family.
Yeah. Just watch that, and everybody knows who the Winter Soldier is.
Right.
That one's good. But possibly one of my easily going to be one of my top 5 movies of 2025 is Superman. And I'm not a Superman fan. I'm a big Superman hater. I'm like, this fucking bitch. Like, he has all the powers in the world, but yet a normal human whips his ass all the time because of his morals and values.
Right.
Fuck that shit. But they take his morals and values, and he's very square in this fucking movie. But it fucking works. And to where I was like, I almost fucking cried. I was like, God damn it, Superman. You make me want to be a better person. I'm trying.
You know the Superman that everybody wants that we'll never get? Is John Krasinski as Superman and Rainn Wilson as Lex Luthor.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Just Office fans want that. Not everybody.
It's the Superman we deserve.
You got John Krasinski as fucking Mr. Fantastic for a brief moment. Okay.
But he never actually got to play it, did he?
Nope. Pedro Pascal gets to be him next week.
I was super excited when I saw John Krasinski in the Mr. Fantastic get up, and then that never went anywhere.
No, didn't work out. So and then I watched because I Know What You Did Last Summer was coming out, the new remake. I watched for the first time. I watched I'll Always Know What You Did Last Summer. Piece of shit, garbage. Don't fucking watch it. They go supernatural with it. It's fucking next. And then I watched.
There's 3 of the I Know What You Did Last Summers, right? Like of the
but the third one, 86. No, don't even worry about it.
I mean, I won't 86 a movie yet. I'll at least watch it once.
86. It's bad. Spoiler alert, it's been the same killer for the first 2. It's still the same killer for the third one, but he's a fucking like zombie paranormal fucking dumb shit now. Yeah. Stupid. I fucking hated it. And then I watched Megan 2.0. Check that one out.
We have not watched it yet. Is it as corny as
exactly what we predicted? Is exactly what we predicted. They got rid of the horror, killed the horror. Horror is done. They're literally going off the blueprint of Terminator. Where the first Terminator was like very horror.
Yeah.
It's like a very slasher movie, but his gun instead of knives and very creepy. The second one, now the bad robot is good. And there's no twist. Spoiler alert, Megan continues to be good in this one. She never turns bad. Now she loves the family. She loves Katie and the aunt. And they all
to be fair,
together.
To be fair, in the first one she did love them, but she loved them in a way that made her like kill other people.
Yeah, now they're all fucking best friends and buddy, and she's here to kill the more powerful Terminator, Terminator 2.
The T-1000.
Yeah, her name's like Amelia or I don't know. She was hot, but I didn't give a fuck about her name. It's a fun watch. It really is a fun watch if you're into sci-fi action movies.
Don't worry, we are probably going to be watching it many times because Emma loves
it. It is available at home now. They already put it on home releases.
I know. And
that's how bad it bombed.
We're trying to make our daughter do a little bit of not housework, but like do some cleanup of some of all the.
She got to earn that watch.
She needs to do a little bit of work to be able to earn the ability for her to get to see the movie, which right now it's $25. I'm hoping it at least drops to $20 before she finally actually does that work.
Right. So I watched that. And then the last new one that I watched was the live action How to Train Your Dragon.
Another one that we have ability to watch right now, but we have not.
It is literally How to Train Your Dragon in live action.
It's a shot-for-shot remake?
Just it's stretched out a little bit because this one's over 2 hours. So they stretch out some scenes and stuff. But I mean, if you like How to Train Your Dragon, then you'll like this one.
Okay. Okay.
I think the cartoon was better than this version just because the runtime. Like they could have condensed some of the shit that they did, but
Right.
it was also cool to see that stuff in live action too, and the visual effects.
It was like an extended version of the cartoon.
Mm-hmm. The visual effects could have been better since it was live action. It still felt very cartoony. So I don't know. I mean, it's worth a watch, but you know. And those are my recent watches.
Hey.
And
Well, now that we've got through our recent watches, let's. Are you through your rando?
Yes, let's rate our randos, and then we're
rate the
gonna go
randos.
to commercial break.
We'll be rating and then right back.
I'm giving Scare Bears a solid 4.
4, all right.
I'm on a hot streak here with my beers. I like it.
Yeah. So my last week's beer got just outside of a dumpster fire. This one's going to be a smidge better than that. I'm going to give this one a 4.5.
Oh, nice.
I enjoyed that beer. I might go buy whenever
That's
we've
when
got
you're
those
closest to perfect. Yeah.
Yeah. So he let me pull one out of the 6-pack because they just got them in yesterday. So he let me pull one out of the 6-pack to buy a single. I might go back and buy a little bit more of those. Those were pretty good.
Nice. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. We had some good beers this week. Now the movies might be different, so we'll see. But we are going to pause because I'm about to pee myself.
We'll be right back.
Right back. I don't do this good as you.
Beavers.
Shut up, dumbass.
Beavers.
You know, I was always more of a Beavis than a Butthead. I'm never a leader like Butthead. Butthead was always the leader, and I was always a prick to Beavis. But Beavis just always took it and was funnier of the two. So
I never really was a Beavis and Butthead guy, but I do remember watching an episode, and it was when they found the oil in their backyard, but it was a septic tank.
Yeah, I would say yeah, it's a good one. I know that episode very well. Anyways, we all back. We're about to review some movies, but of course we always have the slate. Got me a slate.
A slate.
Yeah. So, episode 22, of course.
Or 23, depending on who's counting.
Yeah, that's the whole Star Trek argument. For take, I just went hundreds because it's hundreds of beavers.
But it is black and white.
This is gonna be a fun conversation. Okay, roll. It makes no sense for why I put this in roll, but I kind of drew a makeshift vagina. Like it's a weird vagina, and I drew a line to it that said "found it" because I found the clitoris. I found the clitoris and the vagina. That's also known as a beaver. That's why I drew a weird, very loose vagina. So you know that happens. I figured with the dates going on here on out, I'm gonna actually just post the date that we recorded, so people that are watching they can timestamp when we recorded the fucking show.
Okay, fair enough. I don't dislike that idea.
Join in especially people joining in late. They're like catching up on us, whatever they know.
Especially since we had a headline segment this week. They can be like, "Oh yeah, that was like the week that the internet broke from the CEO."
All right, that'll be very old news, and we could be talking about somebody, and then all of a sudden, we didn't know that they shot themselves in the head. So we talked good about that. It's a little morbid, but you never know because once upon a time, people loved Bill Crosby or Crosby, Bing Crosby,
not Bing.
Fucking Scare Bears is fucking me up. Bill Cosby. He used to be like America's dad, and now he's America's pedophile. But
I'm sorry. I will still not take away the Cosby Show from him because the Cosby Show was a quality show.
It was a quality show, but
he might have been a pedophile, but it was a quality show.
Not even pedophile. I'm gonna backtrack. He drugged of age women, but he still drugged them. You're not a pedophile. He was just
All right, so he
sexual
might have been
assaulter.
he might have been a sexual predator, but the Cosby Show was still a quality show.
Don't eat any of his Jello pudding. Is what we're saying. The sound is damn, because beavers build dams, but it's also like damn.
You should have left the
damn, that's a hairy beaver.
You should have left the N off.
I thought about that, but I also just wanted to go, damn, that's a hairy beaver. Okay. So, production company is Sons of Beavers, because we're Sons of Screens. And the reason why I went Sons of Beavers, because technically we are Sons of Beavers, because beavers is also vaginas, and we're sons of vaginas. We came out of vaginas.
Yep.
Sorry. I couldn't think of a good production company, so I went with that. The director is Beaver Cleaver. Shout out to Leave It to Beaver. Leave It to Beaver. Gee golly. You know? That classic TV show.
I remember it very well.
And the cameraman is V. Gina Woodward. And it's Gina, not Gina. It's pronounced Gina. Like in 40-Year-Old Virgin. Her name is Gina, not Gina. Woodward, because he has the word wood in it. And the V actually stands for Victor, because it's a dude. That is cameraman. So it's Victor Gina Woodward. is who's our cameraman.
All right. Okay.
Basically, Vagina Woodward, but he's a man. Anyways, action.
All right.
You guys bought me that slate. That's what happens sometimes.
Okay. So we've got our slate.
I'm laughing at so many different things right now. I got the giggle bunnies. What I call the giggle bunnies, so I just can't stop laughing.
You got the Scare Bears.
Yeah. Now I want to watch the whole. I think they made a Care Bears cartoon. I don't know.
Yes, they made a Care Bears cartoon. But anyway, how about we get it? Which movie do you want to go to first?
The first movie I want to talk about is ZOMBEAVERS.
ZOMBEAVERS. All right, you have a
ZOMBEAVERS. I do. It's
I'm sorry. Didn't mean to fluster you.
It's a B-rated horror film about people that go out into a cabin. They're not teenagers. They're in their early 20s. I wanted to point that out. But yeah, and the classic toxic waste barrel goes into the water and transforms.
Driven by Bill Burr.
Beavers. Driven by Bill Burr. That's the very first thing I mentioned in my notes. It was fucking Bill Burr driving the truck.
You see that deer, right? Yeah, I see it.
Smash. Literally the first 2.5 minutes of the movie.
I honestly, so to circle back, we'll get to it later, but circling back to the beginning of the movie, I thought it was great that they went ahead and had him driving again. You see that girl, right? Yeah, I see the girl.
That was a nice conclusion to lead to nobody survived.
Yep.
Thanks to Bill Burr. But yeah, that was my first note right off the bat. Bill Burr. So we had Bill Burr, and I'm guessing the guy, his pastor, is maybe somebody in the comedy world.
I feel like you had to have been as well.
I didn't look it up, but I feel like he was maybe a relatively known stand-up, maybe, or something.
He looked very familiar while we were sitting there watching it, and I was like, I can't place him. I'm sure he's probably another comedian.
Right.
Just the way they were interacting, it felt like we should have known who that person was. But they put too much disguise on him.
Right. Yeah, exactly. And I didn't take the time to look and see who exactly it was. Because, I mean, this is a movie about ZOMBEAVERS. I don't really care about the fucking protection value and all that stuff. But
the other thing I thought was kind of cool is was it Courtney Ford who was one of the girls, the one that just like takes her top off and starts dancing around?
The only one that showed her tits?
Yeah.
She's somebody? She's somebody? I didn't know she was somebody.
Well, she was a character in Dexter for like a little series of episodes. Like she was one of Dexter's love interests.
Of course, I don't know her because it's a TV show. I don't watch.
I know.
So good on you on pointing that out. I'm glad she continued on to do something. Because when I saw her, the one that only showed her tits, I kept thinking she looked like the AT&T girl that is smoking hot in the AT&T commercials. Yeah. And I was like, okay, she's probably my favorite because she looks like the AT&T girl, but she was way too skinny to be the AT&T girl. The AT&T girl's thicker.
Well, and she looked a little different than she did in Dexter also. Like she's obviously older in Dexter, but
that's the thing. Because I was trying to pick my favorite, because all three of those bitches were, or excuse me, females, were a little too skinny.
Right.
They were way too skinny. But me and Mr. I Like Thick, I ended up thinking the skinniest one was the hottest. The one with the glasses. The only one with the glasses.
The one that made out with the other girl's boyfriend?
Yeah, I was like, you dumb bitch, but it makes sense because, you know.
Well, and what was funny,
like
it was funny, my wife and I were sitting there watching it, and whenever her and the other guy, like the dude was sitting there on the, I don't remember what they called it, we'll call it the dock. They were sitting there talking, and I turned to my wife and was like, I bet those are the two that kissed.
Yeah, before you even saw that weak ass image.
Yeah.
Which on their way to the cabin, I deducted a point because we got to see the scrolling of the dick pics while she was in the back
I
of the car.
agree. That I was like,
deduct a point. We not doing that shit.
You could have literally shown something that didn't involve dicks, but yeah.
But I also love the start of this movie. Like that was a note that I made. It's like I love the start because we get Beaver, we get the classic toxic waste going into the water, creating this concept we've seen it many times.
To give
the animated opening credits though, like the opening credits.
Okay,
it's animated with the music.
Sorry, producer did some work. It was John Mayer with Bill Burr.
Like the musician?
Yeah.
The fucking My Body is a Wonderland. That guy?
Yeah.
No shit. I'm a John Mayer fan now. I'm not gonna listen to his music. He's my male Taylor Swift. Because I don't give a fuck about his music, but now he's cool as fuck. I'm with Taylor Swift. She's cool as fuck. Don't give a fuck about her music, but I'm a Swiftie because she's cool as fuck. So those are my two bump artists that don't listen to their music at all because they're trash, in my opinion. But they're cool ass people. Wow. Was that really? All right.
Sorry, I know you were getting into something, and I don't know what it was, but
no, I was just talking about the opening.
It was John Mayer.
I was just talking about the opening. I was like, I knew I was getting into a fun time the way this movie started. Yeah, Bill Burr running over somebody because he's fucking texting on his flip phone, and then we get the animated credits and the weird fucking poppy music to go along with it that you can tell was very original. That somebody just downloaded Windows Beatmaker and fucking.
Or it could have been John Mayer writing the music for the intro.
My God. All right, my next note was so we met these girls. They were already annoying. And then we got to meet the guys that showed up. My note was you definitely wanted all of these people to die. There was not a likable character in any of these.
The one person I didn't want to die was what was his name?
The guy with the hat that was like, "You're way too hot for me."
Like Slane or Slide or
the guy that lost his foot.
No, the guy that lived there and was like, "You girls need to cover up. You know, there's families that live out here."
Oh, somebody that could be like your uncle. Yeah, I got you.
I mean, you're just an all-around nice guy, and
you show your navels, all the fucking stomach. Like as I kind of preluded earlier, like 9 times out of 10 when you watch these like random title movies that you're like, okay, that's gonna be a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually like completely awful, like not even fun, awful. It's just repeated scenes and stuff like that. But for me, and the way we're already laughing at this is already 100 times better than a lot of those fucking dumpster fires.
Oh, agree. Like so, this movie
for me, it's hard to find a good B-rated movie. It's hard to find like a one that you're actually entertained by.
It's hard to find what I'll call a post 2015. When was this movie made?
I'm not sure. Let's say post 2010.
Let's say post 2010. Let's look at post 2010. Like, so finding B movies after that, you've got all these people that are out there trying to make B movies and make them bad on purpose because they're a B movie. And most of the times, they didn't need to try to make them bad because they were bad.
Yeah, when they intentionally try to make them bad, they're just not watchable at all. Shout out, girl, look, I love you,
but so like Thanksgiving though, Thanksgiving was fun.
Thanksgiving was fun. That's one of the rare ones to where they even knew that they had a fucking bad movie.
Right.
The ones that are intentionally trying to make a bad movie are not good. The ones that try to make a good movie, like Troll 2, that director thought he was making a masterpiece.
Right.
And it ends up being shit. Those are the best bad movies because the filmmakers were actually trying to make a good movie.
Right.
The ones that are actually trying to make a bad movie and entertain you, 9 times out of 10 are bad. In my opinion, this one though was fun. Like
I agree.
Like obviously the Beavers were fucking stuffed animals with puppeteers up their asses.
They look very animatronic.
Mm-hmm. But it was just and the characters were stereotypical, but yet when you're even excited to watch them die, like you stay tuned in to watch them die, that means you're doing something right. You want to see this guy die. And I really wanted to watch the guy that fucking threw the dog in the water. That fucking massive piece of shit. How dare you fucking throw that dog in there and let him get eaten by the goddamn beavers?
I even told my wife, I was like, kill the people. Don't kill the dog.
I think the director knew what he was doing when he did that. So I knew that the worst, like the most horrible death was going to be that guy that threw the dog in. And he was. Because he was the one that got his fucking groin chopped on. Yeah. His dick, his balls, and that's how he dies because his shit got ripped
I don't know if you've been watching what the producers have been putting in, but apparently the Backstreet Boys were in this movie. They were the bear.
The fucking beaver bear?
Yeah. I didn't hear anything that sounded like Backstreet Boys, but
how is it the Backstreet Boys were a fucking? Was it one of them? Was it AJ? Was it?
It's the one nobody knows.
Yeah, the guy with the fucking thick eyebrows. You know.
Everybody, bear.
But yeah, I covered titties looking like AT&T girl, but she wasn't my favorite. But she does look a lot like the AT&T girl. Sorry,
she does. Yeah, and so the movie itself, like I was happy that like whenever she got naked right away, I thought we were gonna see all the girls' tits, and we didn't.
Right, as skinny as they were, and as small as those tits, I would have been like, hey.
All right, producer, I've got a little more work for you. What was the name of the guy that spelled his name with a Y? His last name with a Y. The guy that's been in a ton of TV shows and movies, but Rex Linn.
But Okay. But see how I know that this director was purposely making a fucking. He knew he's making a shit movie, like he wasn't trying to make the Zombievers look realistic and stuff like that.
Right.
It's because the transitions. The transitions looked really fucking good.
Yeah.
Like when the chick's on top of the other chick and you get the fucking teeth coming out and all of her teeth are falling out, that made me cringe. Like it looked real natural. I was like, damn, that's
right.
Gross.
When that scene started, we were like, oh, this has to be like a dream or something. No, she just was turning into a beaver, a zombiever.
And then everybody started turning to fucking zombievers. And then the twist was she had the fucking gun pulled out. You got bit. Nope, she ended up turning into a fucking zombie.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like we said, the bear fucking turned into a fucking zombiever.
Right. And what was
it was all the place.
One of the funniest scenes I thought was like the first girl that turned into a zombiever. They lock her in the room. And she's sitting there slapping her beaver tail on the
yeah, she was like twerking. She was like twerking her tail into the ground.
At first, I was like, what the hell is this girl doing? And then I was like, oh, she's slapping her beaver tail to call the rest of the zombievers.
I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of hot. The way she was slapping her ass and the tail was slapping, I was like, damn, that's kind of hot. That just tells me that if I was in a movie like this, I'd definitely not be a survivor. I would be one of the first ones that fucking die.
You would have fallen prey to the girl trying to seduce you, turning into a zombiever.
Absolutely. And then even my first turn into a zombiever, I'm like, all the other parts work? I'm like, what's going on here? And the way she was slapping that tail on the ground, I'm like, hey, baby. I'll find a cure for you. Just again. Because hell, the two-timer started fucking in the bathroom before he got his dick chomped on.
Right.
And it was weird because the nerdy chick usually isn't the two-timer, and she was in this fucking movie.
She was the slut in this one. Well, no. The two.
Well, you're too hot for me. Yeah.
Right, the two that weren't
stuck with the guy.
Right.
Which hopefully someday I can do that with somebody. You're too hot for me.
I do that every time I sleep with my wife.
Congratulations, you son of a bitch. Yes, we've concluded your wife is too good for you. Too hot for you. Too pretty for you. But that just means
amazing woman in the world.
Just don't be surprised though if she all of a sudden starts turning into a fucking beaver. How you gonna handle it then?
Oh no. No, I'm kidding. So, do we have any other parts of this movie we want to delve into?
I mean, we can't sit there and talk about the cinematography stuff. Although, oh no, fun fact: the guy that edited this movie also edited Blue Collar, our friend Brian Farmer's movie. Yeah,
nice. I did not realize that.
I didn't realize that either. And then Farmer messaged me. He's like, "What movie you guys talking about?" And I said, "Zombievers and Hundreds of Beavers." And he's like, "The guy that edited Zombievers edited Blue Collar." I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make sure I mention that." Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It turns out also the guy that's on this koozie, Brian Bayside. They say that Brian Bayside and Brian Farmer are the same people. I don't know if that's true or not, but it might be. Because I mean, one's a professional wrestler, the other one's the director. I know. Like, I know they're both short and fat and they're named Brian, but I don't think they're the same people. But
I know Brian Moore. Is that who?
Oh yeah, that fucking guy.
I don't know.
we know a guy named Brian Moore that's addicted to brown people. Anywho, but I did like the twist ending, and I like that they brought Bill Burr back.
Yes,
to do the whole texting thing and run over Chicky Chick. So, like my wish was granted when I said I didn't want anybody to survive. Nobody fucking survived.
Nobody did.
None of them deserved to die. And the worst death was the guy that I wanted to have the worst death. The fucking two-timer that threw the dog in the water.
Getting his dick
bit off. Yeah, it was a very satisfying fucking B-rated puppeteer
Did
fucking movie.
sorry, I was gonna ask something and I forgot. So continue.
Well, I'm just kind of ranting on and kind of leading into my review here. Um,
Oh, what I
this,
was this your first watch of this movie, or had you seen it before?
no, this is the second time, but
Second
I
time.
couldn't remember. I remembered I enjoyed it, but I couldn't remember why. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm just glad that I got to revisit it. I'm like, damn, this movie's fun. I had a good time.
I enjoyed this movie.
Like I enjoyed it so much because, like I said, like these random B-rated movies we overlook because a lot of them are fucking trash.
Yeah,
99% of them are trash, but every once in a while you do find a gem, and I think this is one of those gems. So I give it an 8.
an 8. All right, heard it here first. Andrew gives an 8 to the Beaver. He didn't
Yeah,
get 8
dude,
by
I
a
love
Beaver.
Beavers.
He didn't get 8 by
not
a Beaver yet.
not yet. I'm only like 4 years away from that, maybe. Anyways, what do you give some Beavers?
Well, so this almost everything you just described was like there was a lot of fun in this movie. I enjoy comedies that don't
Where you can
necessarily try
sit
to be a
and
comedy,
talk.
but they are comedy. Like
They,
it was an interesting take on
they were
zombies,
self-aware. Yeah, they were
right?
self-aware. They knew what they were making.
Right, and like we talked about earlier, it was one of those rare ones that they know it's not a good movie, but they're gonna make a good movie. Like they're gonna make a fun movie out of it.
And they actually did. They're
Right.
trying to make a bad movie, and they did it successfully.
So like this movie for me, well, like I would have zero problems watching this again anytime with anybody.
I
I give
definitely
this
want
one a
to buy a 30 pack. Nice. As I say, I definitely want to buy a 30 pack and watch with some friends and just fucking laugh at it. I think that'd be
yeah.
fun as fuck.
I give this one a 7 because this is one that I could sit down and watch anytime I've been drinking.
Right, right. Hell yeah. Well, I'm about to beat my pants, so give me we'll
We'll
be
be
right back.
right back.
All right, we're back for the final review of the night, which is hundreds of beavers. The whole
Huh.
reason why this beaver episode exists.
Ooh. Huh. Ooh. Huh.
So I thought this movie was very very unique. It just came out last year. It finished in a lot of people's top 2, let alone top 10. So I had to check it out, and it was free on Amazon Prime. So I checked it out. The first 20 minutes, I'm like, really, this is fucking stupid. It's fucking black and white. We're doing some corny ass slapstick stuff, no dialogue. But then as I kept watching it, it fucking hooked me in. I was like, oh
What
man,
do you
is he
know
gonna
what
be
it
able
is
to
that
win
hooked
over
you
this
in?
shit? A lot of it was honestly kind of the visuals, because I know this is a low budget thing, and how they pulled off the visuals that they did, and all these fucking beaver suits. I'm like, oh, okay, I can see where they're going. Like, obviously, the dudes in beaver suits, stuff like that. It's not a movie you gotta fucking take seriously. But what had me hooked into where, like, because I've seen a lot of movies that don't have dialogue, unfortunately, and 9 times out of 10, movies without dialogue, I fucking hate. So I'm like, give me some fucking dialogue, because I like to judge fucking dialogue.
They did give
This
you
one didn't.
dialogue. I don't remember what it was, but they were like, "What?" Like,
Oh yeah, they said what and shit and stuff like that. There's like maybe 5 words spoken throughout this whole fucking movie.
like literally, this movie made me feel like I was playing Minecraft without playing Minecraft.
Well, I mean, we started like I was gonna get pissed off at the people that told me it was good because at the very beginning we had that fucking sing along with the Applejack guy. While he's,
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucking retarded. Like, I only use the R word if it's fucking retarded, and that shit was fucking retarded. And then the shit explodes. I'm like, all right, okay, what's going on? So then we're trying to watch him survive. So he's trying to kill these bunnies and trying to get some food for him, stuff like that. And it's funny. Like, did you love the bowling ball that had a nice right to left hook and still didn't kill the bunny? I saw the bowling references. Like, okay, Colonel should at least appreciate that.
There was bowling references.
Mm-hmm. See, and the reason why I want to say this is because I could talk about this movie for hours, just because of all the different fucking things that they do. Because this is the definition of slapstick. Like, this is 110% slapstick, hardcore. Like, I think Monty Python people fucking should be jealous of this movie. It is so good.
Okay.
Without dialogue. And I love how, like, dude's trying to protect his fire. So you have the wind blowing this way, but all of a sudden the wind's blowing this way. So he has to protect this way. It's not for fucking everybody. But let's see. Nice. So much Looney Tunes slapstick. I mean, like, I loved how the video game aspect too, to where he had to collect so many things to unlock weapons or devices to catch movies.
Right.
I thought that was hilarious.
So I do agree with the video game aspect. I do feel like this movie should have been about a 45 to 50-minute movie.
Yeah.
An hour and a half? No, an hour and 40 minutes of that was not entertaining to me at all.
No, like it never hooked you in. You're like, okay, how's he gonna kill these beavers? Especially when you learn that he's trying, like, because at first he's just trying to survive, and then now he's trying to win the heart of the fucking smoke show.
Correct. But
that pole dances and everything.
So don't get me wrong. I mean, I want you to talk about every bit of this movie that you want to talk about. But my wife and I started it, got about 20 minutes in, and and then we went to Zombeavers, and then I restarted the movie and watched the rest of it the next day without my wife. And I can see where some people would get enjoyment out of it.
I thought it was amazing storytelling without fucking dialogue. Like it hooked me into the story of it without speaking of fucking a word.
And I tried to watch it from the view of maybe it was the 40s when we were making this movie.
Okay. You chew. I figured you at least get a kick out of it every time we try to spit in the can.
And he missed.
He fucking missed. And he missed.
And then at the end, the guy.
The very end is the guy. I could spit in there after he got kissed by the dude, and after he finally won the girl, and spit in the can. So I mean, you're a fan of slapstick, though. Like you didn't like any of these like very Looney Tune, very animated slapstick.
So your definition of slapstick and my definition of slapstick are, I believe, different. I think that I would have needed to either be stoned out of my mind or high on acid to enjoy this movie.
My thing is, like, I enjoy watching by myself, but I think I'd have a blast. Just let's say we have all of our fucking friends together. The movie's playing on the screen. Nobody needs to fucking pay attention to the storyline and stuff like that, but they can look over and look at the screen and see some interesting shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, this guy is randomly fishing, or he's damn it! I'm not fucking defending my fucking argument right now.
Well, and what I will tell you is, to a point, yes, but if we were sitting there hanging out, having beers, and just like looking over at this movie every now and then, it's gonna be like, what the fuck is going on here?
Yeah, and it's gonna start a conversation. Like,
no, it won't.
God damn it. That's just,
with certain crowds, it will. But with certain
crowds, I'm doing an awful job at defending this movie because, like I said before, we even hit record. Like last year, it was in everybody's fucking tops. And I kind of understand it. I understand that. And I didn't think it was going to be mine either. It took me a good 30, 45 minutes until I was like, okay.
Well, and don't get me wrong, it took 30 to 45 minutes for you to understand even what this movie was trying to do. And then they spent another hour getting it to the end point.
Okay, what'd you think of the fucking animated visuals that they fucking did, though? I mean, especially the ending where he's in the weird beaver factory or whatever. And then the apple shit fucking fun. Like it was very a Super Nintendo video game to where like you have to balance this way to make him get into the fucking.
Honestly, it looked pretty cheap to me.
It's a fucking low budget film.
No, I get that. But like it's
supposed to look cheap. It's supposed to look awful. It's supposed to be very.
And I tried. I honestly tried to view this movie, knowing that it was a low budget film that they didn't have a lot to go, but it did not. So, it completely missed the mark for me.
So the story that they're telling didn't hook you in at all.
No.
No, damn it! I tried.
Hey, and there's nothing wrong with that. I will, like I said, I will watch any movie at least one time. Now, I'm not saying that
I was like, I'm probably going to show you some movies that you may or may not like.
I'm not going to tell you. I mean, I will tell you right now that, like, if my wife hates the movie, we might stop it and I will revisit it at another time to where I can.
And I appreciate you do that. You're not going to be like, hey, the wifey said I have to stop watching.
No, I will still watch the movie to completion. As much as it may hurt me to do that, I will still watch the movie to completion.
Damn, so that we can discuss really that fucking bad? Scare Bears are not helping me with this fucking argument. Which
fine.
That's all right. Fine. Let me look over my fucking notes here, see if there's anything else I wanted to fucking mention.
Like what I will say is it was kind of funny him falling into killing a couple beavers and accidentally killing something else. Okay, well that's what I need to do. So now I can take these pelts and go turn them in for something else that I can use to make better.
And the main reason I want to show you is because I know you love corny slapstick comedy. Like,
I do.
Straight in your face fucking comedy. Like no explanation needed type comedy.
Mm-hmm.
But I also know that this movie was out of the ordinary. So that's why I picked this. Because I was curious. Fuck your wife is Mr. Mrs. Miss Dumpster Fire. Goddamn Scare Bears. Go
I forgot to switch back over to the chat. She said a lot of stuff.
Yeah. But I was curious of what, because I knew she was going to. I knew she wasn't going to like it. I 100% knew the producer was not going to like it. I knew it was either go this or this. It was not going to be here. It was either going to be this or this.
Right. I tried very, very hard to watch it with a unbiased lens of just going in for watching the trailer. I was like, there's no way this entire movie can be like that. No, it was.
And as time goes on, I'll still try to convince you that it's a good movie. But for right now, I can see that we're not going to rate it the same. This is going to be polarity to where you're going to be over here.
We're gonna be on opposite ends of the spectrum, I think. But like this movie, so I'm sure your review is not going to change. So I'll give mine first, and then you can kind of go into any saving graces that you want.
Okay.
So for me, this movie, I really, really tried to go in with the knowledge that it's a low budget. It's supposed to be not supposed to be anything great. But I also did not expect the black and white and the no dialogue.
I don't think this movie could have worked in color though. If it was in color, it would have been awful.
Well, and I get that.
It would have been a shit show.
Would have been? Okay, but then we get into all of the other stuff that's going on, and it's like, all right. We literally got 20 minutes into the movie, and I felt like we'd been watching for an hour. And then I go watch it the next day, And here I am feeling like I've been at an entire day of work, and we're 45 minutes into the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations, Andrew. You have earned my first dumpster fire of this episode. Or of this
dumpster fire?
Of this podcast.
Like the fucking hottie can even at least give it a point. Or the fucking ridiculous comedic shit that
I went back and forth on whether to do the dumpster fire or the 0.5, but I don't know that I ever want to do it again.
You're saying I gave you your first dumpster fire before I gave you your first fucking Miss Davis.
Yes.
Like that I've given you. Like you've given Miss Davis's before, but those are movies that you picked.
I think I've given one.
I'm trying to find a fucking movie that I want you to give Miss. But I didn't expect to give you your first fucking dumpster.
Well, and to be fair, the first Miss Davis I gave was one that I picked.
Yeah, and those fucking cartoons, man.
It was. All right, so now you can offer your saving graces to try to get other people to watch this movie.
Well, the scare bears and the bears I've had before, then it's going to make me very difficult to fucking convince people to watch this fucking movie. My only defense, because it's the only thing I can think of, is like last year it was one of the top movies released for critics and non-critics alike, but that's just to get here, there, you know. And I was expecting to be one of those that's going to be like, no, that movie was shit. But I've watched it twice now, and I regret not buying the Vinegar Syndrome release. And I regret not buying because there was one released where it was actually a wooden slipcover for it. I regret not buying that. I would have paid $100 for this movie. That's how much I love this fucking movie. I do love this movie. It is so good. The only reason why it's not going to get a Miss Davis is because there is no dialogue. I love critiquing dialogue. Okay. And there was no dialogue. But it gets a fucking tickle the butthole hairs of Miss Davis 9. I give it a fucking super 9.
All right. Okay.
We finally went completely opposite on the spectrum.
Yeah. We sure did.
And you were talking about punishing me with musicals. Go and give me the musicals if you want to. Go ahead.
No, we're not going to do musicals.
Okay. So what are we doing next week then, sir?
Next week we are going to do Westerns.
Oh, fuck, that's worse!
But
are you kidding me? Oh, son of a bitch!
But we are going to do a Kevin Costner dual feature.
Kevin Costner is the fucking Kevin Costner and fucking John Wayne are the fucking Western cocksucker. Okay, I mean, sorry. What are we picking?
We're going to go with Open Range and Wyatt.
That's Open Range. That wasn't the one that was a two-parter, right?
No, that's Horizon.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, hold on.
So
that's two 3-hour movies back to back. Okay.
So Open Range is Kevin Costner and Robert Duvall.
Okay.
And then Wyatt Earp is actually one that I haven't seen, but it feels like it's the same storyline as Tombstone.
I haven't seen these movies because I fucking hate westerns.
You're welcome.
My least fucking John. You were threatening me with musicals earlier. That would have been a fucking godsend.
Hey, I'm not trying to hurt you.
I'm gonna give honest reviews. I'm gonna watch them. I'm gonna give.
I'm not trying to hurt you with westerns, but I like.
You're breaking my balls.
we were gonna get into westerns at some point, so this felt like a great response to my first dumpster.
And you picked Wyatt Earp and Open Range. Wyatt Earp and Open Range. You couldn't do like Tombstone, the one and only fucking western I think. All right,
well,
all right, cool. All right, fine. All right.
Hey,
and you can do a John Wayne because I kind of like John Wayne movies too.
To be fair, Wyatt Earp, I believe, is going to be. I don't remember what years both of them came out, but they're basically the same story at the same time. So like Wyatt Earp is Kevin Costner's vision of what Tombstone, like whether Tombstone was first or Wyatt Earp was first.
You mean Open Range is like Wyatt Earp, right?
No, Wyatt Earp, which
Open Range is the more recent one than Wyatt Earp, right? Wyatt Earp was old as fuck, right?
Right, it was 94. But I don't remember when.
Fuck. I was thinking Wyatt Earp was like 60s.
No, it's the Kevin Costner version of Wyatt Earp.
Open Range is.
No. So we can discuss this offline if you need to, but like there is an Open Range movie with Kevin Costner.
Which one has Kevin Costner? Yeah, there's Open Range with Kevin Costner. Who's in Wyatt Earp?
And then there's Wyatt Earp with Kevin Costner. And
wait, he's in that one too?
Yes.
No, I'm about to hate Kevin Costner.
So Tombstone was 93, Wyatt Earp was 94. So Wyatt Earp was like a Kevin Costner take on Tombstone.
See, I love Kevin Costner.
I do too.
I hate him.
And I have not seen Wyatt Earp.
Shrimp Day, fucking Tin Cup. I mean,
I get it. But like I have not seen Wyatt Earp. So this will be a first watch for both of us, it sounds like.
Oh, okay.
But like I said, it sounds like it's a Kevin Costner's take on Tombstone. So
but you've seen Open Range.
I have seen Open Range. Open Range I enjoyed a lot. But I've only seen it once. So it's going to be a revisit for me that I'm excited for.
Just the only Western that I've seen before, which is not a lot, is Tombstone. I not only give that like a 4. So we'll see how this rating shit goes.
Well, Open Range was 2003. So all right. So we now have our movies for next week.
Congratulations on your first fucking dumpster fire. I'm glad I could provide that for you, sir. Got your back.
Oh, don't worry. I'm sure I'm going to get one of my dumpster fires next week. Well, I'm sorry.
Let's see. I'll be honest with it. Okay, I won't just do it out of spite. I won't do it out of spite as much as I want to. I won't do it out of spite. Because, I mean, you did give me a fucking Miss Davis out of a movie that I've never seen before in my life, so I can't be mad at you.
See, Dances with Wolves was in the conversation, but I don't feel like it was Western enough. It was more of a war era.
And that's like 3.5 hours long, bro. That's not like fuck about it.
So, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Saddle up next week, baby. We are going Western. Okay. Yep. I'm not gonna. Okay.
Hey, don't shit on it till you've seen it. If you watch it and you hate it, fair enough.
Fair enough. And like I said, I'll be honest about it. I'm not going to be fucking petty about it.
At least I didn't go do like Unforgiven or like some of the old.
Dude, Unforgiven and Magnificent Seven would be better than.
Have you seen?
I haven't seen those. No, okay. No, I haven't.
Then you don't know.
But they're just known as like great movies.
I know, but you don't know if they'd be better. I can't start you off with the greats. Whenever you gotta ease into westerns.
Can't start you out the greats, so you know I'm gonna give them shitty scores. Pretty much. This is where we're going, man. We're just gonna fucking fight each other now.
No. I honestly hope that, like, my goal for either one of these movies is to see above 5. If I see an above 5 from either one of them from you,
then victory. You do your job. I like that attitude. We'll see. I'll be honest. Anyways, I've been Faye all day. That is Colonel Whiteside. Thanks for tuning in for our Beaver show. This is our first show ever to where we went completely opposite spectrums. So I told you we don't fucking agree every fucking week.
Only 22 so far, or 3.
Shut up, Star Trek. Anyways, we can have somebody come in and say, "Go fuck yourself." Do it.
Hold on, we got to change the layout.
Come on.
We're gonna have him do it. We're gonna make him do it.
Yeah.
Hi. You may be wondering what I'm doing here, but I'm just giving you a PSA from the Sons of Screams. And here, we like to say,
go fuck yourself.
Love it.
Tune in next